Assalamu alaikum. This is going to be my reflections on Ihsan Nuliadi. MashaAllah, he's my Fajr Jama'ah brother, man. Like, I guess, I live in Bingham, so, I try my best, inshallah, to go to Fajr every morning, and he's always just there with his with his coat, his scooter, you know what I'm saying, his infamous scooter and his bag, mashallah. Like, you see him around campus, you see this guy with the most, like, amazing, like, this coat, like, dress shoes is always, mashallah, put together. He's a scooter. It's amazing. But yeah, mashallah, I just, I've really enjoyed getting to meet Ihsan and, like, get to know him over the past year. Him being in Hopper and him just offering advice and just having, like, the most open conversations with him. I think it's just so special to have someone that's, like, an upperclassman, very, involved in many different things, and, being this open and this kind of helpful to me as a first year, just being so, willing to have these, like, wonderful conversations. And he's just, definitely, like, offered me so much wisdom, mashallah, and someone to look up to in Hopper as well. So, alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum, Hassan. It's Raja here. I just wanted to reflect on this year we've had together, and even though you still have a semester left, I just wanted to say that first off, one of the things I admire most about you is that you truly embody this modern Renaissance man. You have a mastery of both the STEM with the CS and whatnot, but also the philosophy with the POR. Also, really admire your religiosity, always talking about the Yasir Qadhi videos you're watching and the hadiths. One of my favorite memories, in fact, was during Harvard Yale when we were sleeping over at that guy's apartment. And as we were trying to sleep and I was scrolling on Instagram, I was actually hearing you, like, listen to, like, the Quran and, like, Islamic content. I was thinking, like, mashallah, like, we can always do better. I also want to wish you luck in your future endeavors, like with your job, and also especially getting married, mashallah. Like, putting the pressure on the other seniors to catch up. I mean, for me, I still have a little bit of time. So, I guess, like, last thing I just wanted to say was that it was great knowing you. You have so much wisdom, like being the sometimes chairman of the party to the right. And definitely as a new member of the party, I'll try to keep on the Muslim tradition, or the caliphate as you call it. And inshallah, so assalamu alaikum.
Hassan, assalamu alaikum. Well, you're gonna be here next semester, but still, I'm still gonna miss you. Again, you're one of those people that's kind of really helped me in terms of having stimulating discussion, whether it's about Islam, politics, anything like that. Alhamdulillah, I've really managed to have really deep conversations with you, and I really appreciate you for kind of doing that with me. And then I also really admire, like, your commitments, like Islam, the Deen. I think this past year you've really kind of been a good role model for me and for others as well, in terms of kind of how we should hold ourselves as Muslims. And I don't think I can ever forget that about you, alhamdulillah. So yeah, I'm sad to see you go, even though I'll see you next semester, but that's all I have to say. Assalamu alaikum.
Bro, Hassan Qadir, bro. The only name really that my parents remember and my sister remember from Yale, bro. And it's like, there's a very specific reason for this, which I'll explain in this video. So Hassan, if you didn't know, which there is, like, really no reason for you to know, but Hassan stayed over at my place the end of the summer. He was in Texas. I'm from Texas, the Sugarland, Texas, the place to be. And so he's like, let me pull up. And I was like, bro, you have to make it happen. So that was really, like, where I felt like I really got to know Hassan and became very close to him. But the one thing that stands out and stood out to me, my sister and my parents, was encapsulated by this anecdote when he came over. So this is just, like, a random day. Everyone in my house, like, wakes up late. We all woke up late, like, in our PJs. Hassan woke up and he, like, changed into his, like, track suit, track pants, and, like, track pants and, like, shirt, right? And then he just, like, was like, oh, I'm going outside for a run. And we're like, okay, go for it, man. And then he went, and as soon as he closed the door, my sister, like, I remember this so vividly. My sister looked at me and she was like, who is this guy? Like, who is this guy? How is he on top of it? Like, how is he so on top of it, right? And I mean, it's like banal, but it's just like, this guy's on vacation and he's still locked in, right? And it reminds me of the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, where like this clarity of vision, right? Clarity of like what I need to do. Like, I need to have fun, but I need to do things as well. And how the Prophet ﷺ would fully, like, whenever he would talk to someone, he would fully turn towards them. And whenever he, like, the conversation ended, he would fully turn away, right? And that, like sharp, piercing clarity, like, I really see it in Hassan. And, like, I've been blessed to be around it for so long, for all these years, alhamdulillah.
Bro, Hassan, I'm going to miss you, man. You're literally the only person on this planet I've traveled to Masjid al-Aqsa with, to Al-Quds, Masjid al-Nabawi in Medina, and Masjid al-Haram in Mecca with. I haven't done that with any single person. You're the first one. And Allah promises to preserve all these places until the end of time. I think that's what it means for our relationship. Allah is going to protect us and keep us very close together and unite us both in Jannah. I mean, dude, you're the only person I text paragraphs back and forth with every day, whether it's about Islam, politics, girl problems. You're always there. You give the best advice, and traveling means a lot to me. So when I say I really like admire when you come with me anywhere I want to go, it brings to me like a very special phrase where the person that comes with you on a journey isn't just shaping the path you're on, but also shaping the person you become. I really mean it when I say I always look up to you, and you're the one person that I really think embodies the character of the Prophet ﷺ that I often really want to replicate. And you're one of the most smartest, balanced guys I know on this campus, from the STEM disciplines to the humanities. And I'm really, inshallah, looking forward to garnering the amazing relationship we've already had and making some amazing, crazy memories and doing some wild, out-of-pocket stuff in the future. See you, bro. Salams.
Assalamu alaikum, Hassan. In some ways, you are probably one of the most difficult people to do something like this for. Just because our friendship is so deep, it is just impossible to contain everything so amazing about you in my eyes in just a short little video. But Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, inshallah, we're going to do our best. Anything you set your mind to, you're able to achieve. I've seen that since the beginning of Yale. And as you continue to set your sights higher and higher, mashallah, it has just been amazing to watch how high you've grown. I mean, I think about, you and I have shared experience, not only as Muslim brothers at Yale, but also as brothers in the Party of the Right. And watching, you and I, we looked, we very many ways stand on the shoulders of giants. We have seen the excellence of the men and women who came before us. And mashallah, it has been such a pleasure and privilege to grow alongside you and to watch you meet the standards and even surpass the standards of those who came before us. And you should be so proud of everything you've accomplished here. I mean, you have been the intellectual interlocutor I've always wanted. You and I share deep-seated values as Muslims, and we share deep interests in political philosophy. But even also, you're one of the most amazing and eclectic individuals I've ever met. I spent so much time with you first year, and it just felt like every single day I was learning something new about some amazing experience or interest that you had been involved in the previous year. I've never really met a Muslim who is as multifaceted as you. And even throughout your time at Yale, I've watched you pick up new amazing interests like architecture and poetry. And mashallah, I mean, your poem on Bilal radiallahu anhu, I actually, from while to while, still listen to the recording of it myself. That's how much I enjoy it. I mean, man, you as a friend, you have pushed me to be a better Muslim, to be a better thinker, to be a better brother. And I'm so appreciative for everything that your friendship has given me. My Yale experience would be fundamentally different without having had you in my life. I would be a fundamentally different person without having had you in my life. And I'm so grateful for all the ways in which you've shaped me. And inshallah, I hope that I have been as good a friend to you. Jazakallah khair for everything, bro. It has been such a pleasure having you as a friend. And I really hope that ours is a lifelong friendship. Jazakallah khair, bro. Assalamu alaikum. Congratulations for everything.